my god.
Hey Kiko, I love you, right? You know that, right? I love you, right? I love you.
So I got a new dog, man. His name's Kiko. He's 3 years old and I've had him for almost 2 months now. And I don't know what breed he is. I'm pretty sure he's a mutt. Obviously, we can't ask his mother who the father was, because she's a dog and I don't speak horse. So, it is what it is. But I love this dog, man. I really do. Like, I would drown a small basket of hamsters to save his life. And I know that might not sound like much to some people, but have you ever held a hamster? They are so drownable. So yes, I do love him very much, but I kind of hate him at the same time, man. Like, it's the same love you have for a girl after you've been with her for like a year and a half, give or take. Around that point is when you start to kind of hate the person you're with. Like, you still love him a lot, but you may occasionally think about how exactly would you go about hiding a body if you had to. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's real love. And I'm already there with Kiko, man. I'm not gonna lie. Like, he's a great dog, truly. Very friendly, 100% potty trained, doesn't bark a lot. He's a good dog. But there are just a couple things that he does that drive me crazy. For instance, he doesn't know how to take a piss.
Okay.
Literally, like, he doesn't do it right. He pees on his hands. Whenever he goes to take a piss, he pees on his hands. I don't know how else to say it, bro. Like, I think it's because he was neutered for only a week before I adopted him from the shelter. And apparently, and I could be wrong about this, but apparently, when you neuter a male puppy, it stops him from lifting his leg when they take a piss. So he ends up peeing like a girl dog. And because they're so young, they grow up knowing how to pee like that. Kiko was neutered at the age of 3 because that's when the shelter got him, which is 21 in dog years. So for 21 years, he's been pissing like a dude. But now, because those savages at the shelter castrated him, he's confused, and whenever he goes to take a piss, he can't decide whether to lift his leg or not. So inevitably, he just ends up spraying everywhere, and then he pees on his hands. I don't know, man. I don't know. Sometimes he smells like piss, and it's gross. So, yeah. What else? Did I already mention that he pees on his hands? Like, that's a big one, to be honest. Another reason why I love him, but hate him at the same time, is because, how do I say this? It's because of how aggressively he licks his nuts. It's upsetting, really, because I'll just be sitting there trying to get work done, and he'll be on the floor beside me, and then he'll just go to town on his nuts, which aren't even there anymore, technically, and I don't like it because it's loud, it's wet, it's a sopping noise, it's disgusting, really, and I can't be too mad at him for that because I get it. Must be nice. Like, if I could find a girl to lick my nuts with the same vigor and tenacity that Kiko licks his, I'd be married with kids by now, man. So I get it. I just wish he didn't do it around me, because it sounds nasty. Like, he forgets to breathe. There's a lot of gasping for air, and I just want to kick him, but I don't. Okay, I don't. So chill, all right? Don't call PETA. Calm down. I don't want to hear your animal rights bullshit, all right? Don't pretend like you don't eat dead animals all the time, okay? You probably ate some chicken not too long ago. You know they cut their heads off while they're still alive, right? So calm down. Don't be a hypocrite. Unless you're vegan, I guess, which in that case, nobody cares. We don't want to hear about it, all right? With your hemp shoes or whatever it is you guys wear instead of leather. I'm not going to stop wearing Nikes. You could tell me that 1 billion cows die every year just to make Jordans. And that an 8-year-old in a sweatshop in Taiwan made my shoes. I'm still going to buy more Nikes, man. I'm still going to buy more Nikes.
Boy, Kane got that heat.
Jesus Christ, checks of a life. I run nights, that's what I like. Yeah, vegans can't stand me. I'm running through the cattle like a stampede. I want a bad bitch, she don't eat cabbage. She sandwich, yeah. She like her pastrami, why the dance tsunami? She got a little tummy. In my dance, in my vans, you can't take them from me. Little hands in Japan, yeah, they make them for me. I can't.
You wanna know what perfectly describes how I feel about Kiko? The other day I was walking him on a trail and he saw a rabbit. So he gunned after it and in like 10 seconds he was completely gone. I couldn't see him, couldn't hear him. He ran deep into the woods and for like a solid minute I stood there and I was like, I could just leave. I could just go home and leave him here forever to run free with the rabbits. But then I was like, I should go for him. He's trash at catching rabbits, so, you know, he's gonna starve to death and whatever. So I went and looked for him deep in the Austin, Texas woods with venomous snakes and spiders and ticks. I did that for him because I love him. I just wish he didn't pee on his hands, you know, and lower the volume on his nuts, you know what I'm saying? I don't think that's asking for a lot.
I treat you good, right? Yeah.
You need to be saucy all the time. Yeah, but they're not even that dirty.
Jordans! You need Jordans!
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's not even that serious. Yeah, we can go get some Jordans, man. So we head to the mall and I end up dropping like $2 billion.